Hi, my name is Mr. Junior. Welcome to my study room. Today I solve essay question 8 of the 2024 WASSCE General or Core Mathematics paper written by Ghana. It's in parts A and B. So the A part says that a company bids for two contracts, D and K. The probabilities that it will win contract D and K are 1/5 and 3/8 respectively. Find the probability that the company wins I. Both contracts. I. Only one contract. I will solve that first. Obviously, this is probability question, and more importantly, binomial probability. So I will start by writing the various probabilities. Alright, so here we have our probabilities. The probability of winning contract D is 1/5 as said in the problem. But then the probability of not winning contract D, which I'm calling P of D naught, is 4/5. And the probability of winning contract K, 3/8 as stated in the question. By the way, respectively here means that the probability of winning contract D is 1/5 and probability of winning contract K is 3/8. So that's what we have. Then probability of K naught, which is not winning contract K, will be 5/8. And the two knots are just 1 minus the probability. So the 4/5 here is 1 minus 1/5. And the 5/8 here is 1 minus 3/8. So that's how we got both of them. Now let's go to the first question, which is the probability of winning both contracts. Will be written mathematically as probability of D intersection probability of K, which simply means multiplication of the two. So probability of D is 1/5 times probability of K is 3/8, and the answer will be 3/40. So the probability of winning both contracts is 3/40. Now let's go to the second part, the II, probability of only one contract. Mathematically, that means probability of winning D and not winning K, which is K naught, or probability of not winning D and winning K. And then mathematically, intersection is multiplication and then or is addition or union. So I'm just going to use the numbers for the various probabilities and use the appropriate signs. So this will give us probability of D is 1/5 times probability of not K is 5/8. Then this plus probability of not D, which is 4/5 times probability of K, which is 3/8. And then solving them further, this one will give me 5/40. I'm not simplifying yet because of the addition. That will make us find LCM. So I want to make sure they have a common denominator so that I can do the addition quickly. So plus 4 times 3 is 12/40. And like I said earlier, since they have the same denominator, this will be equal to 5 plus 12 is 17/40. And that is the probability of only one contract. Now let's move to the B part of the question. The B part reads that Amadi drove a car from Kodia to Pobikrom at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour in 135 minutes. On her return journey, she took 3 minutes less to arrive at Kodia. Find correct one decimal place I, the distance between Kodia and Pobikrom. I, the return speed. So we'll first take the I part, which is the distance between Kodia and Pobikrom. Let's get a key fact from the problem. It said that he drove the car at an average speed of 60 kilometers per hour in 135 minutes. And then also on her return, she took 3 minutes less to arrive in Kodia. So these are very important information. If the average speed is 60 kilometers per hour, then it means that he did 60 kilometers in 60 minutes. I'm changing the hour to minute because of the 135 minutes there. So the question is, what distance did she make in 135 minutes? So since we don't know that distance, let's call it x, and that will be equal to 135 minutes. And that is quite easy. I mean, if 60 kilometers equals 60 minutes, then 135 kilometers will be equal to 135 minutes. But assuming we want to solve it mathematically using a proportion, then we're going to ask ourselves, if 60 kilometers equals to 60 minutes, then 135 minutes, will it be more than 60 kilometers or it will be less than 60 kilometers? And I'm sure anyone following will tell me that it will be more. So that popular saying that if more, let's divide, that means that among the side that has both numbers, the smaller one will divide the bigger one. So we'll set it up again to have x equals 135 divided by 60. Both of them are minutes, so the unit will cancel out. Then times the side that has only one number times that number. So that will give us 60. And mathematically 60 here cancel out this 60, and x will be equal to, if you like, let me add the kilometers here. So x will be equal to 135 kilometers. This is 1, this is 1. So 135 times 1 is 135. So that's the first part of it. Now let's go to the II, which is the return speed. First of all, we need to use this information that on her return journey, she took 3 minutes less. That means when she was going, she took 135 minutes, but when she was coming, she took 135 minus 3. Less means subtraction. So that is 132 minutes on her return. To convert the 132 minutes to hours, and that will be by dividing it by 60. So 132 divided by 60 will be equal to 132 divided by 60, and that is 11 over 5. SD gives me 2.2. So that is 2.2 hours. Then average speed is total distance over total time, or simply distance over time. So the return speed will be the same distance, 135 kilometers over 2.2 hours. 135 divided by 2.2, and that gives me 675 by 11, and then SD gives me 61.363636 repeated. So this will be equal to 61.36 repeated. But then the question said we should find correct to 1 decimal place. So that will be approximately 61.4 kilometers per hour, and that is the return speed. I hope this lesson has been of help. If yes, then see you next time in my study room. Bye bye.